about damn time. It's about damn time, y'all. It's about good time. Mercedes has finally done it. They finally have at least come out with this revision of an updated floor. I'm very excited about this because this could be a very good indication or even effect to decrease the amount of porpoising that they're having in order to get more speed and unlock this potential that we all have seen capable in this reliable car. All right. So this is a big shout out to Automotive Sports. Big shout out. Image comes from them. If you could tell the difference, the top one is the older floor. This is the most current floor going into Barcelona, Spain. As you see right here, you can see that at least on this one now, this particular new image, I'm not sure if this is Russell's car or Hamilton's car, but we can see some extreme differences here. One, you don't see this side stay, this support side stay that you'll see in this upper photo that comes from the top or bottom side of the side pod to the floor to stabilize that floor that they were having a lot of movement there. Instead, you don't see that. Okay, so that's one thing that is removed, at least from this image. Now, I don't know if both cars are the same because we know that Hamilton and Russell have kind of been running different setups, and Mercedes has been trying to find their way. All right. So then also a change that I noticed here, if you see where the floor is mounted and ribbed here, on the newer image, it's a little further up. It's a little further up in rib because you could tell because this blue Petronas sign that our slither that comes in this area, you see how much space is between the rib and that actual design where it goes into that blue. All right. If you come down to the newly designed floor, that amount of space is decreased. That floor is coming higher up into the side pod area or the bottom side pod area. And you could tell because of this design. Okay. Another thing that you also will notice is out here on this trailing edge, or you see that they have these hinges, all right, or these staples, okay, these joints. Now, what I think is, now, of course, everybody's going to be like, the cap is cheap. I think what Mercedes has done is they've put this in place so it is easily removable, and they can remove it and get another variation of this newly designed side or this newly designed floor. Okay, I was about to say side pod. The newly designed floor. This gives them a variation in that design. So let's say they feel like, you know what, let's run it without it and see what happens, depending on maybe track setup, maybe wind. I don't know. I just know that allows them to remove that area pretty easily without a lot of adjustments. So that's something else. Or what it also could be is that maybe, I don't see the bottom side. We can't see the bottom side of this floor right here, right? So it could quite possibly be that the bottom side has some type of tension springs or something on it that will allow it to flex, given how much pressure is on the underside of that floor. That could also be something that we're seeing here. Now let's go a bit further up towards the front of the vehicle. This is the rear of the vehicle, back towards the rear of the vehicle. But before we do that, let's go back toward the front. If you see in the older photo, you'll see this divot just right here before the E performance sign. You'll see a divot right here. Well, if you come to the newly designed floor, you don't see that divot. Instead, the floor is a little bit broader in this section. It's broader up there. If we come going towards the back where this side stay was, you'll see that side stay is removed, but you can also see that the floor again is broader. There's more curvature. There's more lift right here. And you'll see they may have even added a lip or gurney. I don't want to call it a gurney. I'll call it a lip or a more extending edge to the floor right there where it comes out to that rear tire. Now, I'm assuming that, of course, like I said, the floor is going to deliver something positive. I think Mercedes has long awaited. I think they've collected enough information to put them in the right direction. The new floor, I'm not going to even speak to the aesthetics of how it looks. Let's not worry about how things look if they work. Let's worry about how things work when they actually work. That is something that we want to see. Coming up in Spain, Barcelona, several teams I have already seen that are bringing updates, that are bringing upgrades. This is an upgrade. This, to me, is not an update. This is what I will classify as an upgrade, right? An update to me is something very small, like that side stay. That was like an update. This new floor design is an upgrade, and I want to see if this upgrade is going to allow me to pop this bottle. this weekend. If I'm popping this bottle this weekend, baby, we getting crazy. We getting crazy. All right. I'm also excited about, of course, you've already seen the video. Aston Martin copies Red Bull. That is funny. But listen, that is like a courtesy. That's like a compliment to Red Bull. Red Bull has been one of two of the cars that have been running strong. They haven't been totally absolved of porpoising. They've had it, but they've had less in more instances than others, especially Mercedes. Okay. So with this going on, I'm excited to see. I don't know what's going to come of the Aston Martin situation. Like, I kind of think that's like, I'm really not feeling that copying thing, but we all have kind of said from different teams, why don't they take bits and pieces from there? Well, Aston Martin took that literally, and they literally pretty much copied Red Bull's side pod design. Alfa Romeo have come up with some update. Like a lot of teams that come up with update, I'm going to try to compile an entire list like I usually do for the last two races and deliver these updates if I can the Saturday or Friday before the race so we could talk about that. New floor for Mercedes. Let's take a closer look at some of these images. All right, let's get rid of this one. Let's take a closer look here. All right, as you can see, right down into there. Now I see. Okay, now see, this is something else. If you see this here, this actually going into the rear of, and we could tell this is Hamilton's car. He has a side stay there, whereas the other image did not have a side stay. So I'm not sure if that was before they added the side stay, or is this Russell's car that does not have the side stay, and they want to see how this floor will run without and with a side stay. You could tell this is the newly designed floor, those hinges, the broadness of the floor, the edge of the floor. Now let's go to another image, so we could check out some more closer photos of this new floor design. Now we come from more of a top view. Something else to also notice. Okay. Now I would say that this also probably will come from maybe not even Ferrari, Red Bull as well, where you have these leading fins coming a little bit further out in front of the floor and side pod area to direct the flow of air sooner than later. Okay, now you can vaguely see that here. I think they have extended these a bit more than it was before. I don't really recall them being that pronounced on the Mercedes. And then let's go to this next photo. Next photo, a bit closer. And here they are. Okay, the leading edge fins coming off this floor. Right there, you can see them trying to direct this airflow for whatever way they need it. Also, right in here, you see some fins here. I don't really recall if I saw those fins initially the last two Grand Prix. I'm kind of thinking that these are also a new update into this front area. Also, these fins here, not sure if those were there before, but I do clearly see them now. But definitely this section and how we have this curvature and floor here, definitely something upgraded right there. I'm loving that. Let's go to this next photo, and we just get a closer view of this flap area where I think it's a flap. Now, like I said, I'm not sure if this section is meant to flex under certain pressures, or is this section fixed and easily removable if they want a different variation of that floor to see how that's going to run. And there we go. So we're just back to there. So I'm very excited about the new upgraded floor. I'm really hoping that it actually works. Okay, because that's where I am right now. Either it works or it doesn't. I'm not into this hope, into this, all this other mystical crap. Let's see if it actually works. And we don't have long to see that, because we're going to have practices. We're going to have we have a full practice qualifying. I don't think we have a sprint this weekend. So without the sprint format, we get like the teams that have full practice, chances to change things, go into Q1, Q2, Q3, and then the car's going to perform and they can't touch shit. Like, they can't do anything besides maybe adjust front wing, the rear wing, and not much anything. So I'm really excited. Let's see what happens. Just build it. Peace. Thanks for tuning in and watching another video here at Wolfpack Performance. Check out some of my other content on Formula One issues, our topics, and our DIY products on how to customize your vehicle. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.